I'm here with Matt Campion, co-founder of Spirit Studios. Matt, lovely to be with you. You've just come off the stage, given us a really interesting presentation. Can you distill it for us? Tell us what you were attempting to get across in that piece.
Yeah, well, what I was trying to do was get across the fact that I think it's time that people need to move quickly and move into digital. They need to be able to create a multi-platform business if they're going to survive. You know, I think we can only see the trends. Things like the BBC this week announcing that they're killing off 150 million of their budget. We're only going to see that times get more and more difficult. And I think, you know, whilst we all want to continue creating commissioned content, because that's what we've been brought up to do. Actually, we've got to move into a new world where we become the commissioner, the broadcaster, the producer ourselves, and find this new way of working.
You guys at Spirit, you've been doing that for 10 years. It's very much been part of your modus operandi. If you had to give advice to people who are a bit nervous about it or haven't really started the journey, what is the key to being able to make that transition?
Do you know, I get asked this question so many times. You've got to treat it like a side hustle. I think you've got to think like a creator. I think we've always been like that. You know, right from the get-go, you've got to be entrepreneurial, and you've got to just get going. You can't, you know, whether it's money, whatever's holding you back, stop it. Just do it. Screw it. Let's do it. It's my motto.
It was interesting, you showed us a really interesting example of a mistake you made, you know, the 20-question thing. Everyone today has talked about mistakes, but mistakes shouldn't be seen as mistakes, should they? They should be seen as test and learn.
100%. I suppose I love self-development, but it's just you're failing forwards. I know that's a cliche, but you really are. Like, I don't, you know, the word fail, we use it to create drama in what we're talking about, but really, it's a learning curve. It's the next notch on your way up, and it's a hurdle. Once you've got over that hurdle, you know, you'll get over it. I think, going back to your last question, people give up too easily. You can't give up. This is something that once you start, you've got to keep the machine going.
Brilliant. Last question, you talked about the Line Whisperer. Give us a sense of why the Line Whisperer has worked. What is at the core of that that's really, interested audiences?
The Line Whisperer does two things that I think work for the brand. One is its mission and purpose. I think it connects with people. It's on a mission to save the plight of lions. When we first started this, there was only 20,000 lions left in the world. That's now increased, the population's increased, the numbers are going the other way, but again, climate change is now something that we weren't facing 10 years ago on the channel, and now there's stats out there that say that lions could be extinct by 2050. The other thing I would say is that we're delivering natural history in a way that you don't see anywhere else. We're doing it up close and personal. We're even putting GoPros and things on the lions. And doing things like allowing the viewer to go on a hunt, on a kill with them. You know, we're using technology and kit to get to places that have never been seen before.
Actually, just to extrapolate from that, your session was about building a multi-platform powerhouse, and I guess that notion of purpose is something you've taken into your other work, isn't it?
Absolutely. Our tagline at Spirit is that we don't just create content, we create content with spirit. You know, we're about impacting lives for the better, inspiring, entertaining. We also have our own side hustle, which is a mental health platform called I Am Whole. And I Am Whole is about using pop culture in a digital world to challenge the stigma surrounding mental health and to make a difference in the world. But we do it through comedy, we do it through music, concerts, we do it through documentary. You know, I think as a business, we're an entertainment business, so let's entertain people, but also I think it's more powerful when you've got entertainment with purpose.
Brilliant. Matt Campion, Spirit Studios, thank you for your time.
Thank you, mate.